of a day's transit.
Houston and SpaceX Dragon arrival configuration is complete.
Houston copies.
SpaceX copy.
Mission 4 and the International Space Station continuing to work through hatch opening procedures, but getting close, you can start to see a little bit of a window of opportunity that was just on the other side of astronaut Anne McLean and Nicole Ayers there, as they are working on IMV ducting, mixing the air of the station and Dragon, and lithium hydroxide cartridges, stowage and swapping out. So Anne McLean and Nicole Ayers are starting to clear out the hatchway, and we are going to see the first views of Axiom Mission 4. Commander Peggy Whitson, the first one across the A-Pass hatch, receiving great big hugs from Nicole Ayers and the Expedition 73 crew. Axiom at Mission 4, welcome aboard the International Space Station. Pilot Shubhanshu Shukla is the next one to come across, representing ISRO. It is his first space flight for Peggy Whitson, her return to the International Space Station on her fifth flight, second as a member of Axiom Space. Sławomir Wisniewski of ESA, representing the nation of Poland, and their first visit to the International Space Station is next to cross the hatchway, and warm hugs all around, and applause breaking out here inside of Mission Control Houston and International Space Station Flight Control Room, and Tibor Kapu, the fourth and final member of Axiom Mission 4, representing Hunor and the nation of Hungary, their first visit to the International Space Station as well. Anne McLean and Nicole Ayers of NASA, along with Johnny Kim, Kirill Peskov, Sergei Ryzhikov, and Alexei Zabritsky of Roscosmos, and Takuya Onishi, commander of Expedition 73 and of JAXA, with handshakes and hugs for Peggy Whitson, Shubhanshu Shukla, Sławomir Wisniewski, and Tibor Kapu. And with their arrival to the International Space Station, that now makes 288 visitors to the orbiting laboratory. Axiom Mission 4 is now aboard the International Space Station. Commander Peggy Whitson, in her return to the orbiting laboratory, her fifth flight. 3 as a member of NASA, and her second as commander of Axiom, an Axiom Space private astronaut mission, commander of Axiom 2 and here of Axiom 4. Regaling the crew with smiles and stories. To her left, or our left from her viewpoint, to her right, Sławomir Wisniewski of ESA, Shubhanshu Shukla to her left of ISRO, and Tibor Kapu on that far right-hand side of our viewpoint. The crew is safely aboard the International Space Station. Welcome again to Axiom Mission 4. And we are continuing to target a formal welcome remark. Central Time, 6:18 a.m. Eastern, and you mentioned the hatch opening, and then as well as the welcome remarks shortly to follow. Hatch opening roughly about 2 hours or so after the initial contact and capture, and then when the hooks drive, the 12 hooks that are on the bulkhead there of the SpaceX Dragon will connect itself and create that hard mate, sealing itself to the orbiting laboratory. And once the pressure checks and seals will be done, then everything will be pressurized and ready to go. So waypoint 0 has been achieved, and now they're making their way on to waypoint 1. But you heard earlier on the loops that they have received the go to proceed past waypoint 1 and head straight on to waypoint 2. And that means they'll continue to swing up and above the International Space Station, and then what would have been a pause at the 220-meter mark, they'll continue to press forward and look to get to about waypoint 2. And waypoint 2's arrival will be just right on the doorstep of the International Space Station,
Dragon,
about 20
SpaceX
meters away.
Big loop.
2 meters, chop.
2
Houston
meters.
Station, 2 meters, chop.
We have chop.
1 meter.
1 meter. Dragon contact and soft capture complete.
Houston Station for step 4 in block Bravo. Dragon attitude is as expected.
Houston copies. Station Houston on the big loop. Dragon is on final approach and is go for docking. Monitor per steps 5 and 6 and 1.10.